This chapter addresses the nature of corporate social responsibility and how firms try to fulfill their perceived responsibility. Obviously, a business has a social responsibility to obey the law. Economists also say a business has a social responsibility to provide the goods and services that society demands. If a firm fails to meet society's interests and demands, it will fail and eventually go out of business. The primary question of corporate social responsibility is the extent to which business has social responsibilities that go beyond producing needs, goods, and services within the law. The word responsible and responsibility are used in different ways. When we say a business is responsible, we mean that it is reliable or trustworthy. So we might say a business is responsible for providing good customer service. A second meaning of responsible is assigning something as a cause for an event or action. The third involves assigning liability or accountability for some event or action, making it an obligation for them to make things right again. Corporate social responsibility refers to those actions for which a business can be held accountable for. The economic model of corporate social responsibility states business' sole duty is to fulfill the economic functions businesses were designed to serve, to pursue profit within the law. Considering the profit is what determines if a business is efficient and successful, CSR denies that a business has any social responsibilities beyond the economic and legal ends for which it was created. Managers do have social responsibility, however, primarily to pursue maximum profits for shareholders. By doing so, the manager uses resources to their full potential, which over time will lead to optimal satisfaction of consumer demand, which is optimal for social good. Social responsibility is what a business should do for society, even if it costs them more than they like. Philosophers classified three different types of responsibilities on a scale from more to less demanding. First, responsibility is duty or obligation, not cause harm to others. Most important, because can't cause harm to others, can't sell a product if it will cause harm. So, if a company is making this product, they have to stop making it. If they do and it could have avoided, then they should be held liable. Second, to prevent harm. These are the Good Samaritan causes acting to prevent harm without needing to. Finally, the responsibility to do good. Volunteering for charity is optional. Nobody is obligated to do volunteer work. It is to make society a better place. Some people think charity needs praise and admiration, but others say it is something they should just do for the good of society.
Philanthropy of corporate social opportunity holds that, like individuals, business is free to contribute to social causes as a matter of philanthropy. Businesses and people are not required to donate to charity and be philanthropic, but there is often benefits to doing so. Reasons for being philanthropic include it builds public and business relations, it's beneficial financially in the form of write-offs and tax deductions, and benefits the community as a whole. Many people use charity as a way to improve their reputation and gain favor with others, and overall generally have ulterior motives. But there are a few out there who genuinely care about the causes and they are supporting and anonymously donate because they just want to do good. Another thing that businesses do is support social causes which they know will generally benefit them economically as well. Granted, there are some which support their true beliefs despite what the majority of customers think, but generally they do what is best for them financially. An example of a company that exercised social support on a controversial issue was Target. They were in favor of gender-neutral bathrooms and making their toys and home goods unisex. While there is a great number of people who support Target's position, a large amount of conservatives were upset and boycotted the company, which had the ability to hurt or benefit them financially. The social web model is the common view that business exists within a web of social relationships. A philosopher, Norman Bowie, is a believer in the version of CSR that says respecting human rights is the moral minimum. He also goes on to say that people are ethically required to cause no harm, prevent harm, and do good. An example of a social web model is the stakeholder theory. This is recognizing that every decision a business makes affects a wide variety of people, benefiting some and adding cost to others. An example of a social web is Warriors Explore Downtown. Businesses in downtown Turlock work together to provide incentives like meal vouchers to get the students of CSU Stanislaus to go out and explore all of the restaurants and shops.
Should businesses be expected to sacrifice profits for social ends? In today's society, much of the corporate social responsibility is split in between the pursuit of a profit or taking social responsibility. Nonprofit organizations such as hospitals, grade schools, colleges, government agencies, and NGOs, also known as non government agencies, are in constant pursuit of social ends rather than a profit. Even though some businesses are looking for social ends, the knowledge and skills taught in business schools, from management and marketing to human resources and accounting, are just as relevant. There is growing recognition that some for-profit businesses are including social ends in their strategic mission for the organization. Because some firms bring social ends to their mission and also into their core of the business models, it is referred to as their integrative model of corporate social responsibility.
At the beginning of the chapter, former chairman Dayton Houston Corporation explained that if business does not serve society, society will no longer tolerate our profits or even our existence. The judgment recommends that corporate social responsibility not only offers benefits to society, but it can too benefit an organization by securing its place in society. Corporate social responsibilities have a huge impact on a firm's reputation within a community. The activities associated with corporate social responsibility can well improve a corporate's profitability by increasing a company's financials among its stakeholders, including consumers and its employees. We can relate to this now by how well employees are treated. It is proven that employees who are well treated in their work environments will be more loyal, more effective, and more productive in their work. Liz Bansell, Director of Social Mission at Ben and Jerry's Homemade Ice Cream Company, claims that 80 to 90% of their employees work there because they feel they are part of a greater good. The bottom line is that positive impact not only comes from customers' preference, but also from employees' preference. It has also often been simply expressed by the belief that an individual, group, or even a commercial will do well by doing good. Although the problem in focusing on reputation, however, is when social responsibility becomes only social marketing. That is when a firm uses the image of social responsibility to win a customer, support, or loyalty, while the facts do not indeed provide evidence to a true commitment. An example are tobacco companies subsidizing the arts, then later one finds out that there are internally memos showing that they really want to target the minorities in the arts because they want to get minorities to smoke. This is not social responsibility. It is using social perception as a form to gain or further one's own interests exclusively. The practice of hiring to the image of a firm is sometimes referred to as reputation management. There is nothing wrong with managing a firm's reputation, and in fact, the failure to do so may lead to poor management. In order to be able to help us determine how businesses and corporate could build up their reputation, we can view Harris Interaction Research, the constructed corporate reputation. It demonstrates, we could see that there are 6 dimensions of corporate reputation, and it focuses on emotional appeal, products and services, and financial performance, social responsibility, workplace environment, and vision and leadership.
It's easy to just.
Another area of the constructed corporate reputation is focusing on the powerful and the expert, reputation for management, and reputation for measurement. Again, it shows and reflects that they're all correlated because it increases sales, and it secures talented employees, earn investors confidence, create business growth, gain market leadership, and build stakeholders' loyalty.
There is evidence that good ethics is good business. But if you cannot measure ethics, then it is not important. With that being said, efforts were made to measure the bottom line. According to David Vogel, a political science professor at Berkeley, believes that firms with a strong corporate social responsibility mission are in a shallow market and caters to a small group of consumers and investors. He argues that corporate social responsibility should be perceived as just one option for a business environment. He also warns that a business will suffer if it does not with live up to corporate social responsibility.